Let's do this. UBP. That's us. Talk about Beatles covers. It's spring of 2025. 3, 2, 1.
Untitled Beatles podcast.
Take it, TJ.
Take it, TJ.
I'll be you and you be P. Take it, Tony.
Take it, Tony.
Oh, back to me. All right. Take it, Casey.
Take it, JC.
This week, he's really not here. He won't be
he's
making a
actually
grand entrance unless there's a problem.
Welcome to the Untitled Beatles podcast. So I'm Tony.
Yeah, and you've heard me speak. I'm TJ.
There you are. How are you, man?
I'm great. It is spring. It's actually a rotten middle of spring. Every day in Chicago for the last 3 days has been 42 degrees, and today it's raining. It's like raining in 43. It's the middle late May. Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah, it's a gloomy. I like these kind of days. You know what I mean? When I lived in LA, it was the same day over and over again. Coldest being 80 degrees and hottest being like 110. And I'm like, no, thank you. I've had enough of the fucking sun. Take a hike, man.
Tony, are you saying you're only happy when it rains?
Thank you. Yes, I am. Garbage.
I'm only happy when it rains. I'm only happy when it's complicated.
Well, today, TJ, we're going to talk about covers. Yeah, man. Beatle covers. Mostly Beatles, maybe a couple solo here and there. I've contributed one. You've contributed one. Casey's contributed one. And a bunch of our listeners have also contributed some.
Our listeners hit some home runs with their suggestions. We have a couple that have made my all-time list, and one or two
Is that right?
Don't need to hear again. Including my own.
Yeah, as per usual. These are covers of note. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that they're the best. This isn't a best of. This is just stuff that we find of interest. So stick around for that. Of course, like and subscribe. Let's do the housekeeping, TJ.
Yeah, a lot of it to do today, Mrs. Garrett.
What do? We like and subscribe. What's the other thing we do?
Tony, we haven't had a review on Apple Podcasts since, I don't know, November or something. Now, I interpret that, and I don't want to be the guy screaming fire, but I think that's a hate crime. Here's the thing. Fix it. Stop what you're doing. Bye, kid. Dad's got to write a review for the Untitled Beatles podcast. I'm referring to me. If you've not written a review yet, it does help in the algorithm. We would love it. And either Tony or I will come to your house and give you either a front or back rub, depending on the season.
It's true. Yeah.
And when I touch you, I sure don't feel so happy inside, baby.
Anyway, we're trying to make money. We've all got side hustles. It's 2025. We do hope you're staying sane and safe and not getting into fights. It's a hard world out there.
You don't need to get in fights if you are in places where the predominant choice is THC and not tequila. You're probably not going to get in many fights.
That's
just
true.
The truth.
Yeah, unless you were in the Breakfast Club, in which case you just start trashing the library.
What's that laced with, Emilio?
Yeah, man. So what are the other things you could do? We've got a Patreon if you actually do want to support us. The Sans Massage, we've got that Patreon. And when you join the Patreon, you can become a part of our Discord. And that's this community where we share our fabness. Christian in D.C., who's a member of our Star Club. We keep forgetting to add him to the list. He's been in our Star Club for a few months. So Christian in D.C., our apologies for leaving you out of the Star Club roll call.
Sorry, Christian, because we left you out. I'm forgetting who was in, no doubt, Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani.
I almost said Gwen Verdon, which is different.
Yeah, buzzer.
Motorin. I hope I'm in the right key. Is it an F? Or no, it's in C.
I think it's F sharp.
Sister Christian. Mr. Christian, did you ever? My own mashup.
Well, Christian, on the old Discord, he just recently shared his massive bootleg collection with us after we did our comeback episode on the very first Beatles bootleg.
It's pretty impressive, Tony. It's pretty great.
He's got a lot, man. He's got a lot. Yeah, I only have a handful. Yeah, we did a thing like show us your beatlegs, your Beatle bootlegs, and that was cool. We also have a channel that's dedicated entirely to Beatles covers, and our members periodically share some favorites, non-favorites, curiosities. So yeah, we picked a few of theirs, and we picked one of our own. And yeah, how should you want me to start, TJ? Why don't I start?
Tony, little context first before you take all the focus again, Mr. 1A, while I'm 2C. Not KC, 2C. Tony, we've done an episode like this before. Is this our second or third foray into covers in our 260-some episodes?
My guess is it's our third, but I really don't know.
Correction. Yeah, it's actually only our second episode. The first one was Beatles Covers Clam Bake back in August of 2020. I believe we did a deluxe reissue, but other than that, this is our second time at it. Back to the show.
Thanks, P3Z-Nutz, in case we've gone to you.
Yeah, thanks, P3Z-Nutz.
Why don't you start since you're the boss? You're the founder of the thing.
We can start with yours, TJ, if you want, but I want listeners to stick around.
You keep subtly referencing Julian Lennon's first single from his second album, Wish I Could Speak. Hashtag the secret value of daydreaming. Hashtag stick around.
Oh.
If you wanna tell me something new, I might stick around.
So, Tony, I'm not going to start because we have to build up to mine because mine's not just a Beatles cover. Mine's arguably the most effective plea to humanity in the Beatles catalog.
Sounds like we should save it for last.
Sometimes the sun goes down in June. That's not how the song goes. You know this one? You don't know this one, do you, Tony?
Is this Richard Marx? I do know this tune. I know this.
Williams,
Only
I think.
the present goes the way.
Sometimes you save the best.
Best for me.
We'll be right back on the Untitled Beatles Fraudcast.
This is Thelma Pickles, John Lennon's girlfriend in 1958. And you're listening to the Untitled Beatles podcast.
All right, we're getting into it. I'm going to start off with The Damned and their cover of Help. So TJ, man, this was the very first punk rock song to be released in the UK. Not Help, but the A-side, New Rose.
Is she really going out with him?
Released October 22nd, 1976. First punk record in the UK. It came out before the Sex Pistols. And on the flip side is a Beatles cover.
A pretty faithful one, too. And I got to tell you, really not knowing a lot of Help covers except the lame Howie Day one from the early 2000s.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you being around.
And the interminable Deep Purple one.
I need somebody, not just anybody. I need someone.
This one felt great. It felt like a punk song. It makes you realize it was a reminder. I know Help's not a quote-unquote early Beatles song, but so many of those early Beatles songs are punk in structure. Please, please me. Yeah, man. So I thought this cover lended itself super well.
Now those things change in so many ways. My fantasies do vanish in my head. Every now and then I feel so insecure. Feel like I need you like I never did before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate you coming round. I'm getting my feet back on the ground. Oh, won't you please help me? Here we go.
Yeah, I like it, man. It holds up. There's a funny tape glitch at the top. The vocals are very Ramones. And they even end on the 6th chord, too, as a tribute.
It doesn't sound like they're goofing on the Beatles. It sounds like they love the Beatles, which is neat.
Yeah. So this is The Damned. They later went kind of goth, but their first 3 records I really like, and that's more of a punk thing. And yeah, man, the Beatles, the Fab Four, are tied to punk rock, legitimate punk rock. The punks could have, thrown him to the fire and said, fuck you, dinosaurs or whatever, but instead they put him on the flip side. At least the Damned did, and I think it sounds great.
We talked pretty recently about phony British Beatlemania's Bitten the Dust, the Clash of Running Calling. Yeah,
we did.
Not necessarily a tribute, but still.
Yeah, a mention. Yeah, that's right. I think we did an episode on songs where the Beatles are mentioned in the song. Yeah. That was that one. Well, there you go. The Damned.
It was a great call, Tony. My only problem, and again, you're way more of it's like you're the punk guy and I'm the musical theater guy. I don't know that you need to cuss in your band name. I'm not thrilled listening to a song that has a cuss in it. Other than that, it's tuned if I could tap my foot.
TJ's part of the moral majority, and you just got to respect that. I respect your values, TJ, traditional values.
First there was biology, then pornography. So says the moral majority, telling you and me what we can watch and read. I don't need some dumb stuff telling me.
Well, let's take one from our listeners. This one comes from Mark Guarino, and he wrote to us, I don't know if anyone posted this or not, but this Toronto band, Ricochet, has been going through the Beatles catalog and recording covers from A to Z. They are really good! Exclamation point. Yeah, man. So yeah, I went on their website. Yeah, they're in the L's at this writing, at this taping, and I picked a song. What song did you pick, TJ?
I picked just arbitrarily when I saw I had a few to choose from. I picked Don't Bother Me.
Oh!
You don't hear a lot of covers of that, and it is exquisite.
Since she's been gone, I want no one to talk to me. It's not the same, and I'm to blame. It's plain to see. So go away, leave me alone. Don't bother me.
It almost feels, this band, first off, props to these guys. I love them. Another reason to love and defend Canada. If y'all are listening, we are on your side. I would absolutely say, Tony, this kind of style of retro funk melding classic stuff. There's a band called Scary Pockets that's here in the States that's doing a similar thing. That's taking kind of funk songs and making them funky. This version feels like a melding of Shakedown Street by the Grateful Dead. It ends with kind of like the little Prince Kiss riff.
Don't bother me.
Thumbs up to these guys, man. Yes. Oh, Canada. Stand for the anthem, you hockey dicks. When the Canadian anthem plays, you stand and you shut up.
Yeah, or at least eat some poutine or something.
Excuse me.
Well, it's funny, man. I also picked a George song, and I picked Long, Long, Long.
It took a long, long, long time. Now I'm so happy I found you. How I love you.
Cool.
Yeah. Now, their version of Long, Long, Long is very earnest. It's very faithful. They do the things so, where they're recording all their parts in their own separate world. But yeah, they did it very faithful.
How did they do it, Tony?
They did it with faithfully.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds exactly like the one on the White Album. So for me, I was like, okay, cool, you did it exactly that way. Good, good for you. I might have been a little too cynical for these guys when I was listening to it, but I think they're talented. I think they're great. Maybe I would have liked it if they had done a funkier version or a funky Brewster version of it. Funky.
Punky. Remember George Gaines? He always said her name weird. Punky.
Yeah, it was that New York, it was that Central Park accent.
Maybe the world is blind, or just a little unkind. Don't know.
The next one that I have on my list comes from Alan the K / Glenn. Are we allowed to give up his identity? Alan the K / Glenn. And this is by someone who I didn't know sang. I know Alan Parsons produced and sang. I didn't know Glenn Johns produced, engineered, and sang. And this is a cover of I'll Follow the Sun by Glenn Johns.
One day you'll look to see I've gone, for tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. Someday you'll know I was the one, but tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun.
This is great. Yeah, I didn't know this existed. But yeah, Glenn is a great researcher, and he digs deep into things, and yeah, he dug this one up. So it sounds pretty, like the original until we get to that instrumental break, don't you think?
No, I think the whole thing's rather quote-unquote twee.
Okay. Oh, twee. Well, okay.
Yes. It's a little... The attempt at the piccolo trumpet Penny Lane thing made me frustrated.
But this is before that, though. This precedes that, right? Here's what Alan the K says. It has a piccolo trumpet-like flourish 2 years before Penny Lane. Reminder, it was he who told the Beatles to watch out for Alan Klein, suggested the rooftop for the concert, and included the banter in between songs in the album. Very important guy to the Beatles. And here he is covering a Beatles song in his small, not very successful early solo recording career.
I didn't know this was before Penny. I assumed this was more of a psychedelic kind of throwback cut. This is 65.
65 this came out.
I stand corrected. I'm going to give it one more fab. This gets 2 fabs. I like how we just arbitrarily rank things and then drop it. It's fine with me.
Yeah, it's loose. There's no rules. No rules, just right. Outback Steakhouse with a Kenny Rogers Outback Steakhouse combo. You see those around Malaysia. Drive-thrus.
Thank you. Teacher says we must eat healthy.
Kenny Rogers Roasters.
No rules, just right.
All right, so I quite like this. I like this, and I like the choices that happen throughout the instrumental. There's some fun nuances that don't just make it a straight cover.
Okay, when I thought it was kind of copying the Penny Lane thing, I was a little harsher to it. One of my notes, however, does say, of course, this guy let Teddy Boy on Get Back.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, he might be a bit of a sweetie pie, TJ. Anthony from Portland. Now, I would say that he is a top contributor to the covers page. We had to be very selective. I kind of went most recent, and he has this to say. Here's a groovy, slow cover of The Night Before from a New Zealand band. This is on Chris Carter's British Invasion, an episode of Beatles Covers and Beatlesque Bangers. So good! All caps, 3 exclamation points. So this is the In-Betweens and their version of The Night Before.
we said our goodbye. The night before, love was in your eyes. The night before. Now today I find you were on my mind. Treat me like you did the night before.
Yeah, this sounds a bit like an early Deep Purple cut, doesn't it? It did to me.
Yeah. They're doing that vanilla fudge thing, right? Where they take the
Yes.
songs and crank them out into halftime.
That whole milk lemonade thing.
Yeah, indeed. Beyonce. Lemonade.
Topical
Just saying
Cowboy
things,
Carter.
Yeah. So this is a club band. They played like the Auckland circuit there in New Zealand, and they were managed as a pop band. They had this song that I found kind of rough called Boom Sha La La La.
Boom, sha la la lo. They will sing to you. Boom, sha la la lo. La 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 la.
I heard it too. Sha la 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 la. Tag BBC with that.
Yeah, so their manager wanted them to do the pop thing, but they wanted to do this thing, the hard rock thing. So I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have cut it down to 305, but I like Anthony and I like this. Some hardcore prog drumming. I like that it was in mono, which is cool. And if you notice at the end, it's kind of a tribute to Her Majesty.
Treat me like you did the night before.
I do recall that. Yes.
They don't resolve. They cut it off before the final chord.
There you go. So yet again, these covers are influencing the actual Beatles. Do you think, TJ, that the Beatles would send Mal out on an errand to scoop up all the covers of their songs to, make sure they're doing them justice and then get inspired?
It was that, and maybe that's how Brian was killed. We sent him to buy all the records that we wanted of the covers, and if they kept charting higher than ours. We had an Engelbert Humperdinck song called Please Release Me, and his version did better, so we had him murdered.
Uh-oh, new conspiracy alert. Anthony, because he submits so many, I wanted to submit one that was not one of his favorites. He says, I don't love this one, but it's weirdly fascinating. TJ, I also picked this one for you.
Yeah, I felt like it was Anthony's tribute to me. This is so great. I mean, by the way, who sings this, Tony?
Petula Clark.
Or what do we call her in Chicago? Petula 22. That's the Clark bus, my friend. Sometimes, depending on the time of day, I call her Petula Narragansett.
Take me back to Chicago.
First female artist to cover the Fabs. It could have been Helen Shapiro, but I guess she said, or her manager said, no, thank you. And so Petula Clark with Please Please Me in French.
C'est pas la peine, c'est pas la peine de me répéter que tu m'aimes. Tu perds ton temps, tu perds ton temps, tu perds ton temps, tu perds ton temps. Oh oui, 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 tu perds ton temps.
Tony, first off, it is so great hearing we. It's like a little, of course, that's French. And what's a tong-tong? Tong. What is a tong-tong?
Oh, that's a good question. You want me to look it up into Google Translate? Or
Yeah.
What is it? T-O-N? T-O-N? Is that what you're saying?
Is it for come on? Is she saying tong-tong?
Well, Google Translate, TJ, says your tone.
Your tone? Wee. Maybe
Your tone.
Petula Clark has dumps like a truck.
Your
was like, what, baby, move your butt. I think I'll sing it again. She had dumps like a truck.
I love 60s French pop. It's very fun. The Serge Gainsbourg, the Brigitte Bardot, the Anna Karina. That Serge Gainsbourg stuff's fun.
Would you take this over either Sie liebt dich or Komm gimme deine Hand as far as Beatles songs in other languages, or do you still take those above this? I will say neither Gluck Gluck nor Fro appear in this one. Yeah, man, I thought this one was cool, and I don't think we need say any more about it.
All right. Well, as mentioned before, Christian from DC, a member of our Star Club, TJ, he submitted one. Heard this on a comp today and was reminded of how much I love this cover. It's Cyrita covering She's Leaving Home. What say you, TJ?
5 fabs for a lot of reasons. This is not just Sarita. This is produced by and also sung by and on keyboards and all the instruments, Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, man.
This is almost like a cut. You know, what he had a couple albums in 72. We had Music in My Mind and Talking Book. He was playing with these effects. This is from the classic Stevie period. Now, it's tricky because it's She's Leaving Home, and it's pretty clear early on. My first note is, it's the long version. They're going stereo. you can tell. Here's the Arthur Baker 12-inch remix. But for those who know what that reference, I'm going to make Tony in year 7 do a whole episode on the... Is it Art? No, the Steve something. Oh, Steve Anderson, the Deliverance 12-inch remix of Hope of Deliverance. And it's by a guy named, I think, Steve Anderson, and it's just called Deliverance. And we're going to do a whole episode on it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man. I mean, no, is it my favorite McCartney song? No, but this is like a Motown legend. Sarita is a singer and a songwriter. She worked with Billy Preston as well. And this is
later on.
This is peak Stevie Wonder with his fingerprints, so to speak, all over
so
this.
to speak.
Yeah, I'm 5 fabs. What about you?
I dug it, man. Yeah, I dug it. Again, yeah, it's Stevie Wonder. So they're married, I think, when this was recorded. Stevie and Sarita were married for about a year and a half. And I think it was during this time they recorded this. So that's them duetting on that voice box thing, man. That talk box, that vocoder thing. I love that. That's fun, you know, in its groovy way. Like, I guess it would probably sound dated in the 80s, but I feel like now it's back and that's like a classic sound. You know what I mean? I don't know if the DX7 will ever get there for me, that Doogie Howser electric piano sound.
Yeah, it's a little hard. And the Casio keyboard bass at the beginning, but Stevie played all his own shit.
Yeah. I think it's really cool, man. That's really cool. I was going to ask you if this version changes your opinion about the song on its own.
As we've done the show, I have hardened my stance on She's Leaving Home. I don't hate She's Leaving Home. I think it is dramatically overrated by Paul, apologist not named TJ. That's all I'm saying. I don't hate She's Leaving Home. Mono was a revelation. When I finally heard the Mono Sgt. Pepper bootleg that I got on a CD at Beatlefest in 2001 or 2002 was like, whoa. Because Mono She's Leaving Home was not on rarities.
No, it's not. No.
So yeah, man, that's I thought it was great. Any chance you get Stevie Wonder's also responsible. We talked about this in the very first episode for what I believe is one of the one or two finest Beatles covers, and that's We Can Work It Out. He just brings so much joy to that.
Yeah, which I believe you submitted that. I think our first episode you submitted that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Casey's suggestion, but didn't you hear this in real time on Breakfast with the Beatles, Tony? How did this all?
Yeah.
How did this all go down? This is a group called the Rat Boys. That first off, I was excited because I thought we submitted the Fat Boys again, and I just wanted to hear the beginning of "Baby You're a Rich Man."
Okay, here you go. Here's the beginning. This is for TJ, everyone. Send all of your letters, P.O. Box Minxfield, to TJ, care of Minxfield.
I make requests.
Okay, yeah, so this is the day we met to watch one-on-one, John versus Yoko in the ball court, to see 1-2-1 at the movie theater, and it happened to be a Sunday.
At the Poop Theater.
At the Poop Theater.
Skokies Poop Cinemas.
Yes, where if you just walk a few yards to your right when you exit the theater, you can enjoy the shrine to human waste matter.
That's where we don't need a star on the Rock Hall of Fame, buddy, or the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We gotta make something where the poop was.
Yeah, that's where you will find our stars. Our stars. When we die, we're gonna be buried there. All right, so I'm heading to the theater to meet you guys and pre-record and pre-game, and this was on the radio on Breakfast with the Beatles. Terry Hemmert played it, and yeah, I'd never heard it, and you can't really Shazam it, and it's their version of I Want to Hold Your Hand.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something I wish you'd understand. When I say that something, I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand.
I dig it, man. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I like that they did an early song. I feel like no one covers the early songs anymore for quite some time now.
You're totally right, and they don't just cover it. They cover it faithfully until the bridge, which they put into like a 3/4 slow waltz.
Yeah.
And at first I was a little, do I like? And I was like, yeah, I do like this, especially when it came back the second time.
And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. It's such a feeling that my love I can
It's a great cover. She's fantastic. This band seems cool. This single was originally not available right now, but it was part of a fundraiser for trans youth. Is that correct?
That's what I hear. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Wonderful. So their hearts are in the right place. The music's good. Yeah, thumbs up to the... I don't love rats. I don't love the idea of the name. But these guys sound
man,
great.
Come on. So hold on, man. The big inflatable rat that they put up whenever they're striking something, it's a Chicago thing. They might do it in some other cities too, but whenever they're striking, they put up this giant, like 2-story tall rat. It's the best thing in the world. The rat. I love the rat.
I love inflatable rat. I don't like garbage rat.
All right. Well.
Or like eating outside in the summer at like sunset and seeing like a rat as big as my cat just kind of, walking down Clark. Petula, the 22. How come that Houlihan's closed at Dearborn and Division?
Yeah. Rap Boys, they're on a roll. They're playing Summerfest in Milwaukee. They're opening up for Mannequin Pussy on some dates, which is I like that band. They're a good band.
You like bands with foul-mouthed names.
I really do. The Damned, Mannequin Pussy, Pussy Galore. Love it. Pearl Jam, 10cc, Cream.
Creed, Big Country. Oh. God, I love Oily Men at Work. All right, I added the moniker.
They're playing Lollapalooza, man, and I guess they're playing Pitchfork in London. So this band is going fucking apeshit. Good for you guys. Go Rap Boys. Okay, moving on. Nowhere Doug submits something from Brendan Benson. Let Me Roll It, our first solo cover, McCartney. He says, this is pretty much a straight cover, but I love the raw energy of it. Brendan is a member of the Raconteurs.
You gave me something I understand. You gave me love in the palm of my hand. Tell you it's like you let me roll it.
I got to know him a little bit in the late 2000s. XRT was playing a song I liked so much I went out and bought the CD. From his album at the time was called My Old Familiar Friend, and the lead track is called I Feel a Whole Lot Better. The last third of that tune especially has very Beatle harmonies.
Fell in love with you, and I'm in love with you, and back in love with you, all in the same day. I fell in love with you, and I'm in love with you, and back in love with you, all in the same day.
And he kind of, with the Raconteurs, brings like the kind of pop rock sensibility, whereas Jack White kind of brings the, the kind of more classic rock sensibility. So I think Brendan Benson's great. This cover, I feel like, doesn't do a ton for me. It's certainly great. It grooves. There's a ton of covers of this one, buddy. In my catalog alone, I have covers of Let Me Roll It by Robin Hitchcock.
You gave me something I understand. You gave me love.
Fiona Apple, by the way, now known as Fiona Calderstone UMG. Paul Rogers of Bad Company. And Lake Street Dive.
Let me roll it. Let me roll it to you.
So this is now the fifth Let Me Roll It that I've added to my collection. A lot of them are recent, but I love this dude. I think he's a great musician. It's certainly a good version. It doesn't do a ton for me.
Yeah, it's very faithful. Again, another faithful cover. I think it's got a little more grit to it, though. To me, it sounds like the guitar was the overdriven guitar. It sounds like it was plugged directly into the board, kind of. It has that vibe to it.
Yeah, very garage rock.
And it should also be noted that Jack White's on backing vocals, giving it strangely kind of, I got like an LA beachy backing vocal vibe about it.
Let me roll it. Let me roll it to you. Let me roll it. Let me roll it to you.
I have heard this live so much, Tony, that I miss the Wicks organ riffs at the end. I'm so used to Wicks riffing on the organ. I'm like, where is this? I do not miss Wicks's keyboard saxophone in Lady Madonna that he blows on something and plays the notes. Wicks, we love you. You played with Paul longer than anyone in his life, including Linda. Wix is
that
Paul's
right?
number. It's gotta be. I just said it without thinking about it. But Paul's been playing with Wix since 1988 or 87.
Right. Yeah, and he's stuck with him, since he got his new band in
Never missed a tour.
When did he get it, the Abe band? 94? 5?
No, it was later than that. It was the 2000s. It was just after 9/11 is when he got the Abe band. It was to promote Driving Rain. And it was that it was the Driving US tour. But yeah, he's been with Wix since, I think, the Flowers in the Dirt session, since Getting Ready. So yeah, Wix, I think, is Paul's most important musical collaborator. And you can tell from this intro, it got to get you into my life. It's the most... It makes me so sad that, like, in 89, Paul couldn't get two horn players.
That's true. I mean, yeah, the Letterman show could do it every Friday night. I don't know why McCartney can't.
How come GE didn't buy the McCartney tour?
Maybe we just blame Michael Jackson for stealing all the music rights or whatever in the 80s, and that's why, maybe.
But it was.
Like, man. Yeah.
This next selection comes from Star Club member Robbie 2, Electric Boogaloo. The guys mentioned it, but it was like in part of the audio that was off-air talk, and I had to edit it, and they didn't say Robbie's name. So, Robbie, thank you for this suggestion. Take it, TJ.
Tony, with all due respect to all the great suggestions, this one I believe is my favorite. This one wins, and it's Hiro Inagaki. Did I get that right?
I think so. That's how I would have said it.
Hiro Inagaki doing Give Ireland Back to the Irish. Not version, the real effing deal.
Yeah, man. This is from 1972. This is great. Hiro Inagaki and his Soul Media. I guess they also cover Back Off Boogaloo and Oh My Love on the...
the three greatest Beatles solo songs.
For sure. He also does cover the theme from Shaft. I gave it a full listen. No vocals, though. Bummer. I wanted to hear it in Japanese. But yeah, he's like a Japanese jazz saxophonist. He considers his music to be more pop and country, using instruments indigenous to the island. TJ, if the dentist was playing this in the waiting room, I would feel very good about my appointment.
Wouldn't it be great, Tony? It's got that feel. In fact, I call this hashtag Japanese Thrillington. This feels very much like what Thrillington does to Ram. And this is not that much later. This is pretty close. So, yeah, it's fun. Yeah. It's fun to hear it. This also, attention producer Casey, this will go in our permanent underscore collection. This for our drops. This will be used forever.
There you go. Good news. That's good news to the Hiro Inagaki, if he's still alive, Foundation.
Actually, his name is pronounced Jiro, and I regret to inform you that we lost Jiro Inagaki in 2024 at the age of 90. Pretty impressive.
All right, our friend Alan the K revisited, a.k.a. Glenn. He, like I said, always does this good research. And when we did some episode about, like, remember there was like that weird Chipmunks kind of Beatles music, and there were these Dutch toddlers that were singing some song or whatever.
Oh, it's frightening. It's the original Shining. It's Beatles Shining.
Yeah, it was. So Glenn did a deep dive on that whole phenomenon about like chipmunks. And through that, he discovered Pinky and Perky. So Pinky and Perky is a British chipmunks thing that started in 1957 and had a radio show in 1960. So it predates the chipmunks, I believe. But they are very Porky the Pig as well, and Porky the Pig was 1935, so I don't know which came first, the ham or the egg. But they're marionette pigs with
yes, they are.
very speeded chipmunks voices. It's a video. It's Pinky and Perky singing All My Loving.
Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll write home every day. And I'll send all my loving to you. All my loving I will send to you.
So what did you think of this?
Well, first off, Tony, I want to be pretty honest with you. Pinky and Perky was my college nickname.
So you had two? What are the...
Hashtag left hand, hashtag right hand, my man.
Oh, okay.
One for the pinky, two for the perky. Yeah, the other thing I would say is it's officially the least kosher Beatles cover we've ever had on the show. I was drinking a glass
true.
of milk when I heard Pinky, and I about spit it out. Oh, no, dude. My favorite part of the whole thing is at the end of the song, they just decide to quit and they drop an octave. At the very end of the song, the vocals for the first time ever just drop.
my love.
They white flag the ending. It's great. How come Petula Clark don't white flag it in France? I only ate freedom potatoes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so the visuals on this are great. If you can find it on YouTube, check it out. It's Pinky and Perky Sing the Beatles. So it's from 1965, and they're doing a parody of the jukebox jury thing, which is something that the Beatles themselves would, participate. They play a record, and it's either a hit or a miss, and they vote on it. And there's a panel of all these marionettes. And
so great, a couple are kind of offensive. I can't explain it.
Yeah, and it's pure. It's not only is it nightmare fuel, TJ, it's nightmare juice, and it's an eyeball enema. So enjoy the marionettes. And there's also they cut to these strange puppets that they look more like the Stones than the Beatles.
They
right?
are. There's a Stones payoff at the end. It's a Stones bit.
So those are the Stones. Okay, saying it's a miss, right?
Yeah, it's how it ends. It ends on a great turn of basically the Stones marionettes being like, fuck you to the Beatles. It's funny.
And also the pretty panelist, the cat panelist or whatever, that was like dancing, the vixen that was dancing. She was totally dancing through the whole thing and then ends up, it's a miss. At the end, she didn't like it.
So funny. You missed in the middle. I feel, listen, with all due respect, Debbie Duckling might need to see a doctor. Debbie Duckling's got the shakes and the beak shakes.
Yeah.
And she doesn't look, she's unwell.
She's had too many Prellies, I think. All right. Well, I think we've come to it, TJ. It's time to unveil your cover. Now, you called this what? One of the most important? Well, set us up. What is this?
Tony, I don't know where I got it. No, I do. I think it's the entertainment outlet, which Rose Records became on State Parkway after Rose Records began to go away. There was a big discount. There's now a Illuminati's there, but there was a Rose Records forever, and it became a discount store called Entertainment Outlet, where all they had was just old stock of things that didn't sell elsewhere. 1 million copies on cassette of Stevie Wonder's In Square Circle. A great album, but somehow they had the nation stock of In Square Circle cassettes. Hashtag part-time lover. And I got an album called Beetle Barkers. And both in the pre-edible days and the post-edible days. It is one of the funniest albums. It is basically early computerized, synthesized sampling of barnyard animals to Beatles songs. And the one I've chosen, Tony, is more impactful than Ebony and Ivory and certainly more impactful than the original composition. It's a dog pleading with a cat as a rooster and a duck support them to let them know that, yeah, we don't see the world the same way, Holmes, but we can work it out.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, because it's these like karaoke versions of the songs. This came out in 1983, by the way. This is the Woofers and Tweeters Ensemble, an anonymous group of German musicians.
Yes. They got something else right. Look, I'm over all the bad stuff. They've got democracy. They got Beetle barkers. I'm for them.
Yeah, it came out on Passport Records. And yeah, it's this lovely karaoke duet between a dog and a cat, like you said, TJ. And then, yes, in the middle eight, the John part, the barnyard chickens and roosters come out. And you're right. None of them are ever going to see eye to eye. They're different, pretty much species in a way, right? I don't know. They're different fauna or whatever you want to. I don't know that shit. But cats and dogs are different and the birds are different.
I was sick that day in science. But Tony, the whole time, the dog is pleading with the cat. The dog is Paul and the cat is John. Basically, the dog is pleading and the cat just is chiming in like, no, life's very short. They're short.
Well, yeah, especially for their
now.
lifespan. They don't live that long, especially if you're a chicken. You know, I hope at least you're an Amish chicken, you know. Speaking of
humanely raised
traditional
before
values.
being murdered. It's great. Like, I really do. It is. And like at the end, here's the thing. It's like this whole, it's almost a narrative. Let me just go through this real quick. The dog and the cat are attempting to get along. Then the other barnyard animals get in on it. The dog sings. The cat is hesitant. The dog sings. The cat is unsure. Then the duck comes in, tries to solve things with the rooster. The cat begins to agree. It's a convincing argument. Life is very short. The cat begins to warm up to the dog in the second verse. Notice the cat's tones are higher, softer, and sweeter from the second verse on. She's on board. She gets it. So by the end, the dog does most of the singing again, including the high notes, but who gets the last word? The cat, over a sustained keyboard harmonium. It's beautiful. I cried. It's my Imagine.
Well, there you have it. The Beetle Barkers bringing the world together. We can work it out in this horrible life. It should be noted, Swamp Dogg, the Wild Man soul singer, claimed to have sung on this album, but that has since been debunked. He was just involved with the sales of it through Australia to the United States.
Which is also the article you sent me. I thought I was having a stroke. Well, I didn't sell CDs out of my comic. What?
Yeah,
Why
check out.
You? Well, this really rich
Check out an
guy.
Austin Chronicles news piece from 2015. It'll clear it up. It's hot off the presses.
Oh, Tony, yeah, it's just so funny. And I gotta say, one of my favorite episodes to do. There are so many. Thank you to all of our listeners.
Yes, thank you
for contributing. So we couldn't get to all the suggestions. We had plenty more as well. But yeah, we do these shows because of the great things you guys send in. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, man. If you have a Beatle cover of interest you'd like to share, hit us up either on the Patreon or the Discord, or so we're kind of, I don't know. Someone looks at a Facebook page every now and then. Blah
we're
blah
not
blah.
really on Facebook.
We're
There's
on
a few
nothing.
people I know who,
But that's
we're
okay.
on Discord.
Yeah, we're on that. Yeah. Thank you to our producer Casey Baker and our new road manager Glenn K, our road manager.
Yeah, Glenn K is our Mal, and hopefully lives a lot longer and doesn't die the same way.
Jesus. Yeah.
What? How's that a bad thing? I'm wishing the man good luck.
You're right. Yes. But you're bringing that horrible thing up. Then he's like, "Oh, I never thought that would happen. Now I'm thinking about it."
I'm sorry. This is where miscommunication. You thought I meant I don't want to die like Mal Evans. I don't want to die like Mel from Alice.
I'm going to miss you all very much. I'm going to miss everybody too. It's going to be real hard to say goodbye.
If Mom hadn't started working here, I wouldn't have you for a second father.
And I wouldn't have had a kid to raise.
Speaking of kids, Mel, Vera and I have something to tell you.
We talked it over. And if it's a boy, we're going to name him Melvin. I can just see him right now in his diaper and his little sailor hat. Teething on a spatula.
Untitled Beatles Podcast. Like and subscribe